Trying to map where each of your ancestors came from on a map could be very complicated. Family Search has made this simple and fun. This video will show you how to do this on your phone. So where did your ancestors live? This feature is only available on the Family Tree app. Family Search on the computer has a timeline for each person that follows that specific person and where they lived. This Map My Ancestors tells you where your ancestors lived. You can see one individual or many by zooming in and out on the map. Let's show you how it works.
All right, I'm going to continue with this hamburger menu. Now, Map My Ancestors. This is really kind of fun. So you click on it and you get this map, and it has all these different numbers on here. So if I take my two fingers and zoom out, so I can come here, and it says there's six people in that Kentucky area. So I have 3 in this area. So if I click on that, I have 3 people here. And they had events. So John Skaggs was born in, birth was in Barron County, Kentucky. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. That takes you to him if I click on it. John Skaggs' residence was in Barron County. And Thomas Patterson Skaggs, his birth was in Barron County. Excuse me. So if I zoom back out, so it's not just birth, they tell you the different events. So I have 2 of my family members, Elizabeth Ping and Richard Hargis, that was a husband and wife. They were both born in Pulaski County, Kentucky. So let's go over here. So you zoom out, the numbers get bigger. So I've got 10 here, so let's see what I have here. This is, so Lucy Drake, her residence was in Davis County, Utah. And now that doesn't make sense. Let's see here. I know this is not Utah right here, I don't think. No, this is in Missouri area. And Polk, Iowa. So, yep, Missouri. This is what I thought. So, not sure why Lucy Drake. She actually died in Iowa. I'm not sure why it has residence Utah. But here's Polk, Iowa. Thomas Skaggs, George Kephart. Just says Utah. Okay, let's go farther up. I have quite a few that are up in here. So, yep, Atchison, Missouri. I had a lot of family. So residence, Robert died. That's where he died. Her residence was there. And Robert Watts was residence there. That I have 4. This one says 3. So it's not totally accurate. I can see that, but kind of fun. So Martha Skaggs lived in Douglas, Nebraska, and so did Robert Watts. That's husband and wife. So they're getting this information from the sources. So let me go over here to Nevada. There's Utah. Here's Nevada. I have a lot of family from Nevada. So if we go up here, this one is my father. He died. He was buried in Las Vegas. He died in, it says 2 events. His residence was there, and he died in Las Vegas. And I have to tell you a funny story about my dad. We grew up in California. And after I left home, quite a few years later, and after my mother passed away, he ended up moving to Utah. But when I was in college trying to figure out what I wanted to do, I loved dancing and I wanted to be a dancer. And I was talking to my dad, and he says, "Oh, you do not want to be a dancer. The only kind of job you could get would land you in Las Vegas, and you just don't want to be in Las Vegas." And I laughed because they moved to Las Vegas, and that's where he passed away. So kind of funny that he didn't want me to end up in Vegas, and that's where he ended up. So here we've got 20 people. So here's my mother. She was born in Humboldt in Paradise Valley. Here's my grandmother, Blanche Harriet Kephart. She died in Paradise. Well, she didn't die. She was buried in Paradise Valley. She actually died in Arizona. So some of these people are going to show up more than once because they might be born in one place, but they died in another one. And they'll show up according to where their events were. So there's my mother. There's her birth. I'm going to go out. Robert Hugo Schwartz. He's buried. His residence is in Paradise Valley. My grandfather. 6 events. He was born there, died there, he lived there. There's my mother, there's her birth. Anyways, it's kind of fun to go through here and see where people lived, where they died, where they were born. So I hope that was helpful, and I will do another video on another part of the menu on the next video.
To learn how to use the other items on the menu, please watch some of the other videos that I have created. Happy hunting!